Welcome back, guys. It's your favorite person in the whole world. So, LEGO just released the new Disney Castle set. And not only is it beautiful, I needed to have it for my park. But I needed to upgrade it as well, so I'm going to walk you through all of the upgrades I made on stud.io, making this the most piece-intensive build I've ever made. Alright, here is my model in stud.io. So, if you are familiar with the 2016 or the 2023 Disney Castle, you're probably going to notice some similarities, and that is because they are similar. That's crazy. But that is because the front half, especially the first floor of the front half, is very good, and since I am going to get the new castle, I don't want to have to buy extra pieces, because it's already going to be a very large build. So as you can see, instead of the light bluish gray bottom towers for the 2016 build, they changed to sand blue with the light bluish gray highlights. That's amazing, I think. I don't know if I like the sand blue more than the light bluish gray, but since they painted it darker for the 50th anniversary, they needed some color change. I feel like a mixture of light bluish gray and dark bluish gray would have been better, but whatever. I'm not designing the set, although I am designing this MOC, so I might eventually see which looks better. And these top towers here are for, these top towers here are updated. There's some new bricks with this 3x3 round thing right here. And instead of dark blue, LEGO changed it to regular blue. It makes it a lot brighter, it contrasts with the darker top, and that also makes it seem taller, because when you have dark stuff on the bottom and light stuff on top, things look taller. That's like an optical illusion that Disney uses. You can see it in most of their castles. Now, interesting part, we got the sides and back. So, the Disney Castle isn't perfectly symmetrical. In the base, it kind of juts out on this side a little more, and that infuriates me. Because I didn't notice it until I was designing this build and realized, hey, adding the square tower kind of messes up the whole thing, so I needed to have it extend about 6 studs out onto the next base plate. That'll be where the teacups are right now in my park, so they don't need a full base plate of space. They can lose 6 studs. And then this back area, you have the stairs that are blocked off for guests in the Magic Kingdom, but they are not in Tokyo Disneyland. You are allowed to walk up here, which seems incredible, but that doesn't matter. All of the white highlights in the original 1971 castle are replaced with gold. That makes it seem more regal. So I get to use a lot of gold pieces, which I think will look really good. Of course, I have a couple more towers just to fill in the back. And then this part is where things really start to change. So I have this front area that seems pretty similar to the set, but I filled in the back right here. See, this is where you would be able to play, and I don't play. That's for kids. I don't do anything childish. So I also added some more towers right here, and also this. I believe that this is a ballroom on the inside if it was a real castle that you could live in, but this is my favorite part of the whole build because I got to work with 45-degree angles, and I love having more than just square stuff. I got to use a lot of gold, and I got to use a lot of blue, and I love how regal it feels. And then I just have some tan, because right now, I'll show you. This is an older model, because they didn't update Google Maps, but alright. There's just a lot of blank space, in this area, so there's not a lot of stuff for me to do. So it's just pretty tan. But then I added some more spires, and that gives it the iconic feel, the magic, the icon of the most magical place on Earth. So, That's about it. You're not going to see this build in person for a while, mostly because um, shipping, getting pieces from all around the world takes a while. And this will probably get some more design changes as I build it physically. Things like structure and everything, you'll notice some small changes. But a lot of this is gonna stay the same. So imagine next year you visit me at Brick World, which you should. Brick World Chicago 2024 is gonna be the best one. And instead of seeing the traditional castle, you see this updated, more beautiful castle. So that's about it for today. This build took me a long time, but hopefully I'll have another video next week showcasing what I did like 3 weeks ago with all the digital stuff like the train station and Adventureland and Frontierland and stuff. Hopefully that comes in the mail soon. And tune in for that. Make sure to subscribe because I like seeing the number get larger and it becomes more easy for me to make money off of this, to, you know, compensate me for all the work I do with these Legos. So, I'll see you next week.